Hello and welcome to episode 1 of the My Cup of Yarn podcast. I'm Clara and I'm coming to you from South Moravia, which is a region in the Czech Republic. And yeah, I decided to create a knitting podcast. Maybe you ask why, because there are so many of them, and maybe it's not necessary to have another knitting podcaster. But the reason why is actually that I don't have any friend who is a knitter. I can't talk to my friends about knitting because they do not knit, they do not crochet, and I would bore them. So I decided to create this podcast because maybe I can share my thoughts about knitting here, and I can interact with other knitters in the comment section below or on Instagram. So that's why I was a little bit I've been thinking about creating this podcast for maybe 2 to 3 months. And the main reason why I didn't start sooner was language. Because obviously, English is not my native language, and I feel embarrassed to create videos talking in English. But then I thought about it, and there are so many YouTubers. And they do create content in English, and English is not their mother tongue, and they're completely okay with that. So I said, okay, why not? And actually, the second reason is if I made this podcast in Czech, no one would really watch it, and I couldn't interact with the international, community. So that's the reason why. And actually, when I told my husband about a month ago, he was really supportive. Because it's been almost 2 years since I started parental leave, and I actually missed something else, besides diapers and kids talk and so on. I actually need to do something creative. I do need it's a creative part of what I do in my free time, but I want to talk about it again. So I told him I would love to create a YouTube channel, a knitting podcast, and he was like, yes, go for it, why not? And actually, a few days ago, my birthday, and I got a tripod, so to be able to make this video. So actually, I'm recording it on my husband's phone because his phone is way better than mine, and I was in this tripod he gave me. So it was a really lovely gift, and this flower you can see behind was another gift for my husband. So that's it. I actually made a few notes about what I want to cover today. I won't be showing much knitting today, I think, because it's the first episode and I just want to explain myself, maybe, why I'm doing this. But yeah, another reason for this podcast is because I actually started knitting almost a year ago. It was September 2020, and I'm still a beginner knitter. I do make a lot of mistakes and errors when I knit, and actually I wanted maybe this video might encourage other people to start knitting and not to be afraid and just try something creative. And it's always lovely to be able to actually make something you can wear and you can say, okay, it's handmade, I made it, and you have a really good feeling about it. Okay, I can brag about it a little bit. So I started knitting a year ago, but actually when I was about 10 or 11 years ago, my grandmother taught me how to crochet. So I did crochet a lot. I crocheted sweaters, skirts, cardigans, other things, but there are some patterns and structures and so on you can't really do crochet. You have to knit them, and it was like bothering me for a while. And actually, a year ago, I think I discovered a really lovely yarn shop in the Czech Republic, and it's called Vonny Necessity. It will be translated like Orlan Sisters. And they sell like this high quality yarn, not acrylic ones, like pure wool, pure cashmere, pure alpaca, and so on. And also knit pro needles and Chiago needles and so on. So actually, I bought my first yarn. I think it was like Lopi, and I want to show you today my very first knitted garment, which is a sweater made with Lopi. And I think it's a game changer for me. It was actually this really high quality yarn and high quality needles and other knitting equipment, let's say. So I think I should check my notes because I don't know what to tell. Just wait a minute. What's that? It's a green page, I remember. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, I thought it. Yeah, good. And about that, crocheting past, I actually, my grandmother, she wanted, or I wanted her to teach me how to knit as well. And when I was about 12 or 13 years old, I actually started to knit a vest, which I never finished. It was really dull. I was just stuck in it, and I don't know, I don't really like vests, although I actually have knitted one from the Petit Knit. Because I need such a thing in my wardrobe, but I don't really like them. I don't think I look good in them. So I tried knitting, I found it dull, and really slow actually, so that's why I can only crochet, and knitting wasn't for me, but that's it. And what else? Yeah, I told that. Talk about that. Okay, maybe that's it for this introductory part. Did I tell you my name? I hope. I'm not sure. My name is Clara, so just, to be sure. And yeah, I think I might show you that very first sweater I've ever knitted. I started it in September. I think I finished it in 1.5 months, and I've been wearing it since I finished it. I've been wearing it like every day. It was actually the only sweater I owned. It was actually really a warm sweater, and since I finished it in November or so, something like that, I wore it every day during winter, spring. It was a really cold spring in the Czech Republic this year, incredibly cold. So yeah, that was really great to have this sweater in my wardrobe. And let me show you. So this is the sweater. It's a Flax Sweater from the Think and Knits. I think like it's the sweater everyone knits as their first sweater because the pattern is for free. If you don't know, it's for free. Go for it. And they actually use the word actually a lot. So sorry for that. They have 2 versions of this sweater, lighter and thicker version. I made the winter thicker version, right? Because I still at Lopi yarn. It's an aesthetic yarn. It's very toothy, so if you're sensitive to wool, don't ever order this wool. But if you like rustic wool, please go for it. It's lovely. So that's how it looks. As I I'm really close to the camera, but as I told you, it's a really rustic and yarn. You can actually see that, and yeah, it needs a little maintenance because it's been worn a lot. But the Flax Sweater, it has this great garter stitch panel on the arms, sleeves, and this colorway is called Ash Heather. I think it's Ash Heather. Yeah. So that's it. I really love this sweater. I can't actually wear it right now because I'm not wearing anything knitted because it's like 30 degrees Celsius outside. It's crazy. I hate summer. And I do not have any summer knits yet. And I can't really wear it right now because I'm pregnant. We are expecting our second baby in early October. And actually I developed this, maybe not completely wool sensitivity, not completely, but let's lopey sensitivity while I'm pregnant. I can't really wear anything like that on my belly. It's really, I can feel it and it's not comfortable. And as I told you, it's 30 degrees, so I won't wear it. But I really recommend this. I think it was a success for my first sweater. And as I told you, I'm totally loving it. And I'm looking forward to wear it again. Yeah, about 2 years ago, I bought a slopey, a crochet sweater for my husband. And it was like this, not old-fashioned, but maybe older way to create garments. So it's not in the round one piece, but it's like front panel, back panel, one sleeve, second sleeve, color, and then you have to sew it together. And it was really I don't want to do it again. But I finished it. It's a lovely sweater, crochet sweater. No one actually, it was in this like crochet stitch, so it really looked knitted. And I was really satisfied with that. And my husband wore it, I don't know, 3 to 4 times because he's really sensitive to wool. So he's like more like Malabrigo, right? Young guy. So found that afterwards. So actually, I am planning to knit a cardigan for him with yarn from Sari. It's a Portuguese yarn, and it should be half merino, half wool, normal like wool, plastic wool. It should be soft enough for him. With that sweater, so he didn't want to, or he doesn't want to wear it. So I ripped it out, and so I washed the wool, and so raveling the ball again, and I'm actually making another sweater with it. But another thing, this edge header yarn, I got at least one ball, maybe 1/2. It's left after I finished this, so I decided to knit another sweater with the rest and order purchase another balls to finish it. So actually I've been thinking about making a little lopey haul kind of episode. So I want to show it to you. Maybe episode 2 or 3, I don't know, but it's my plan. So I won't be showing you today, but that's the thing that I'm talking about is I don't know, but I've been working with a slopey for a few years now actually. So this is the one sweater. And what else? So maybe I can show you what I'm working on. I realized, or I found out, I'm not the type of person who can knit or devote his time to one project only. I found it out. I need something on smaller needles, something on bigger needles, something rustic, something soft like merino. or mohair. Yeah, so like at least 4 projects, like pretty good number for me. So I won't get bored. So currently I'm working. I started a few projects in July and August. The few August projects were actually. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. No, not any August projects, it's summer projects, but for my children. Again, I want to devote another episode to all the things I ever knitted for my son/children. This is the child number 2. But I showed it. So it was like 2 days ago. I started with this sweater. It's really just the start. But it's the How Deep Is Your V sweater from Pickles, Oslo. I don't use the yarn, but I use the pattern. It's like that. I love the rib. It's a twisted rib, so it's really, really structured. I love that. And it looks like it's only stockinette, but it's not. Like every row is actually different. Not different, but like every other row has its pattern, and so it keeps the thing interesting. And something I really needed. Actually, about this yarn, this is the Philcolana Tilia in the colorway Red Squirrel, and this is the Coconut Burning Light in the colorway Cinnamon. I actually do imagine cinnamon color totally differently, but yeah, they call it cinnamon. And I have this yarn like in my stash for at least 1 year, I think, and I didn't know what to do with it. I got 5 balls of this yarn and I didn't like it. I wanted to make something for my son, and I was like, I want to do some selfish knitting. And then this one owner of the shop I talked about, she made a sweater using this red squirrel mohair. I really like this colorway, so I ordered it 5 balls again, and then I didn't know what to do with it. And a few days ago we finished the renovation in our flat, and I was able to create this knitting creative working corner of mine. And as you can see, I have like this stash here. My stash here, it's visible. I can see all the walls of all the yarn I have. And before, I just had one big white box, an IKEA box full of yarn, and I didn't really know what I have, I think. And then I created this, I took this shelf, it was in our cellar, and like storage space, and I also reused those baskets that were in like some storage unit from IKEA, so the frame was terrible, so we don't have it anymore, but those baskets are actually pretty good. So I used them, and then I saw that actually, because I wanted to work with the mohair, with the rescue mohair, and I wanted to use for this How Deep Is Your V sweater. And I was like, okay, I have to buy some fingering or sport weight yarn to go with that. And when I saw this new, layout, I was like, okay, I had this perfect combination. I really wanted like this brownish red tones in my stash already. So, and then I go to Ravelry and try to find some projects with this color combination, and there were a few. And I saw that, I thought, okay, that's what I was going for, was I thinking about the whole time. So maybe a good tip. It's great to have your yarn, like some place you can see it, like all of it, and you can compare it. Then you have good ideas. So because actually, again, I can show you that this is like really like red squirrel like color. And the cinnamon, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like the main color is like brown, cinnamony, and then you have this like yellowish, reddish, sparkles in it. So it's a really good combination. This together creates this It's perfect for autumn. It's autumny color. I'm so looking forward to autumn. So that's it. So far, the pattern is good. I don't find it complicated at all. Yeah, but I told you I do make errors, and so I cast it on 96 stitches. I thought I did, and when I finished the ribbing, I had to place stitch markers to be able to like follow the pattern. I was like, I was so right. Something was missing. Like, oh my god! So I can't count on what is it. So after a few tens of minutes, like half an hour, I found out I actually cast it on 100. So 100. It's supposed to be 196 stitches, and I cast it on 194 stitches. And I was like, I'm not gonna rip it out. I can't do it ahead. It was like, 2 days work, evening work, the ribbing. So I actually have like 4 parts, and the last part, the first second round, I just increased by 2, and actually not visible at all. And it's ribbing, it's always tighter, so who cares? So that's it. Is this one mistake I made so far, so there won't be any more mistakes, but no one else, at least in my case. Another thing which I'm working on is a sweater for my really favorite designer. She's from Finland. Her name is Sari Nordlund. I'm sure everyone knows her. She's great, and sometimes I have this, or sometimes in spring I had this like yarn shopping spree. I've been really in a shopping mood, and I bought a lot of yarn, including this, which is knitting for olives, soft silk mohair in the colorway caramel. And I bought 5 balls, and then I didn't know what to do with it. And in like June, July, I actually realized that Sari Nordlund has designed a really basic stockinette raglan. I think it's raglan. No, it's not raglan. Never mind. Stockinette sweater for this cold summer evenings. It's using like 2 strands of mohair. And actually, for my size, I needed exactly 5 balls of this yarn. I had. She also used knitting for olives, some mohair, but in a colorway, it's a bottle green or something like that. But it's, oh my god, there it is. Just wait, I can't lose any stitches. Here, yeah. So the part is finished. I'm working on a sleeve. But since it's really only stockinette in the round, I find it really dull. And I've been working on it while I am outside with my son. He's playing playground, and I'm knitting because I can watch him and not. This is really like dull knitting, mindless knitting. It's such a stockinette, so you can do other things like watching your kid, not to do something stupid. So, but I really love it. This mohair is, oh my god, it's so soft, and I love this colorway. It's actually like, I think in this angle, it's really what the color looks like. Yeah, this is too bright. Yeah, let me see it like that. It's actually, yeah, maybe one. It's right there. Yeah, I think that's actually the real color. So you can, I guess it's too bright. I can recommend it. It's a really lovely sweater, easy to make. And, oh, the balls dropped. Easy to make. But it's dull, it's actually dull. So I recommend it for some time when you want or you need to do something mindless. So maybe after walk, or it's up to you what you find mindless. I don't know. What else? I can actually assess this pattern only after I finished it. yeah, I didn't swatch for this sweater. I was like, I don't want to. So I just grabbed the recommended needle size, which is 4 and 5 millimeters, and my gauge is a little bit tighter. So I went for the size number 2, and I think I will actually get size number 1. Which is still okay. I want it to be more oversized, but I can actually wear it while being 8 months pregnant, so there's definitely positivities, but it won't be as oversized as I want it to be. That's completely okay. And the last project I wanted to show you is something I started 2 weeks ago while we were visiting my father, like during the renovation. There was a renovation going in our flat, so we stayed 1 week at my father's house, and I brought yarn with me, of course. During the time I finished a hat from my baby and started to knit a sock. Yeah, one sock. But socks I already 2 of them, of course. I have 2 feet. So it's another design from Sari Nordlund. It's called the Hygge season socks, and I really love this pattern. I actually knitted it last year as a Christmas gift for my grandma, but now knitting one for myself. So actually the cuffs done, the legs done, heels done. I'm working on this. Oh my god, it's so messy. Oh, here it is. Okay, that. I love this color. I can't remember the name or the number. I will. It will be somewhere here. I don't know where, or in the description box below, of course. But it's the perfect yarn. It's called Perfect. It's it's very good. It's called Perfect, and from Sunless Garn. So, and it's there is a elastin in it. It's sock yarn. But it's really thick yarn for socks, so it's definitely for winter socks. And it turned out like bulkier than I thought it will, but I don't mind because during winter and autumn and in spring I wear really warm socks all the time, so perfect for me. So as you can see, it's like the 2x2 ribbing. There's this lovely cable pattern. I just love this. And it's worked with French heel, which I really last. I really do like. It's really I don't know. It looks good. It's easy, and it's really nice and round. And it is really fast. So I hope to finish this one and start the second one. And then I want to knit, actually with the same yarn, different colorway, I want to knit another socks again from Sari Nordlund. It's another design of her. I can't remember the name, but there are also cables in it, so you'll see in another episode. So that's it, actually. I have more things on my needles, but one is the Little Lopi sweater, which I want to show in a different episode, in this Little Lopi haul episode. And that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, 2 sweaters in Little Lopi. I actually didn't want to make with this yarn anymore, but you know, this leftovers. I want to use them, so that's it for today. I think it's been longer than I expected it to be. I mean, this episode. If you have any questions, please ask me. Leave a comment. Please don't be mean. Or like, you know how it's called. This I like feedback. But please don't be mean. It's my really first video. I'm quite nervous, maybe you can tell, maybe you don't, but never mind. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me anything, write a comment, like, or, you know, everyone says it, you know how it is. That's all, I think. So I'll be looking forward to anything you might leave here for me. And I'm actually really looking forward to make another episode. So, about the frequency of this podcast, I'm not completely sure how frequent I want this to be. It's at least once a month, but I think it 2 times a month might be a really good frequency for me, because I can't finish anything in 1 week, I think. So I will be talking about the same things, which doesn't make any sense. But in 2 weeks time, maybe. And then after my baby's born, it should be in 6 to 8 weeks. I'm not sure how much time I'm going to have. I hope I will find an hour to make a podcast, or not make, but to record the video. So we'll see. And this is really all everything I wanted to talk about today. So take care, have a nice day, and bye bye.